speak patois. That is the national outcry. So much so that you see Favour Williams come and address, and you never hear anything pertaining to the country of national discord that you see Favour come speak, But Favour has joined the puppetry and aligned herself with the mess. And now all house I got tumble down pan poor Favour. Favour, come here. I want the Minister of Finance to stop here for a bit. Please and thanks. Well, and me see Chantel. Well, and when you see Chantel actually come up, say something wrong, Beg your second the people, let we hear what Chantel. Chantel, what they go along?
Not a thing, Dre. How are you?
Girl, the weekend has started, and I'm looking forward to it.
So let me extend my condolences to you and your family. But
Thank
my comforter because me don't want him to say misogynistic, right? I don't want him to say you're promoting misogyny, right?
Yes.
Yes, I don't want him to come and say, oh, the PNP persons that don't like women and whatever. So let me give it to you.
True.
So I have a pick for Favour because we don't see Favour in St. Andrew Eastern.
What you say?
We don't see Favour in St. Andrew Eastern, never.
Jesus.
Right? We don't see Favour in St. Andrew Eastern. The economy, Jamaica's economy is as droopy as Favour is. We haven't seen the 4 in 5, the 4% or the 5% growth that they promised us in 5 years. We don't see it up to now.
Just a second, Chantel. Chantel, I want you to give it your all because I was just reliably informed that the Jamaica Labour Party bloggers are online and they are streaming the Dre Bryan program as we speak. So I want to give thanks to all the Labourites who are streaming my show. The Dre Bryan show set the precedence for the daytime. So we want to thank the Labourites who are streaming live right now and listening to the sound of our voices. Good morning, Labourites. Thank you for the exposure. We receive it. Continue, Chantel.
Yes. So I don't want him to come and say you're misogynistic. So let me go ahead and say what I have to say, Dre. Yes. The economy is as droopy as Favour is. We have not seen Favour or heard from Favour in months.
Wow.
Have you heard her since the parliamentary debate?
Since she made her contribution to the debate, I have not seen or heard from Favour. But
exactly.
Favour come out and join women to tear down other women. Instead, she do what she does best and to keep her mouth closed and work from behind of her desk. Continue,
exactly.
My sister. Yes.
All these unspent monies, they were not reported by the Ministry of Finance. So Favour make you get down in there now. We not see that up to now.
Yes.
As per law, once monies are unspent, they are supposed to be reported to the Ministry of Finance. That was not there. We haven't seen or heard that. So when Favour come out and talk, it is ridiculous.
It is.
It is ridiculous because you're like a puppet on a string.
She was coerced to come out and speak about this because, women and women. But you know what is alarming, Chantel? None of these 3 women portfolio have to do with gender. Babsy is the gender minister, and whatever they're trying to put together have to do with women and gender. And the minister was the responsibility for gender affairs, Babsy Grange, have not come say a word. So who tell them a tree to Fenke have to come speak on the member for South St. James?
The former journalist in Io, he's the one that's their director of communication.
As soon go down
Barney. Yeah, Barney twin, yeah. You know who that is.
But I am happy you come up here and clarify because I know them are going to put it out. There's a seat that we don't love women and we misogynistic and we are target women. We know how them station. So I want to thank you for coming up here and set the record straight. Big up yourself, Chantel. I love.
Yes, so make say something now about the common secretary general reject, Kamina. Kamina, you're not a paragon of virtue. Remember, you came out and you blatantly lied that you are a victim of harassment.
Yes.
By AJ Nicholson. And you did not even retract your statement. right? So you make it harder for women who actually experience this to be believed. So
I want you
Camina
to
have
repeat.
several seats.
Chantel, I want you to repeat that one more time, just in case persons forget who we are talking about. Tell them what Camina Johnson have done to AJ Nicholson.
Camina Johnson Smith falsely accused AJ Nicholson for harassment. You know, Essex harassment.
Yes.
And it was reported by the police officers, and the police officers stated that based on the evidence, there is no form of harassment. It's actually defamatory, but because of parliamentary privilege, she would not be able to be sued for defamation.
Yes.
And next thing is, Camina, go run for Secretary General, and the people them reject you. Make a talk about that, no? Make a clap.
Yes.
They didn't want you. They didn't choose you. So when you come and you're talking, you have no place to speak about decency. And let me get to the filthy mouth one. Over there in West rural St. Andrew.
Yes.
Dre them not even have water. The people them don't even have water. Yes, when you're on the road, because I have to take that route to go to North Carencia constituency. I think that's Northeast St. Catherine.
Yes.
That's the route I take to
how the road them
side.
stay up there?
Jerry, you have to use your car plate Dandy Shandy.
See it there?
Rakal is in a bad state.
Mighty God.
If you go border in a bad state. If you go Lawrence Tavern, Stony Hill, it's in a deplorable condition.
But when she come out and she attack, them something here, but look at the state of them constituency and them in a power.
Exactly. When Juliet come to Juliet forgot that she was the one that was recorded hurling expletives.
Okay.
Juliet forgot that she was the one that was on Twitter saying that she should have told the windscreen wiper about his mother, or she did or something like that. Juliet Cuthbert Flynn, you have no moral authority. You guys are like the three blind mice. Blind can't lead blind. Because all I know do a buck up.
Chantel, come go on. Come go on. Love you, darling.
But love you, take care. Have a wonderful day. Dre, big up yourself. We not stop beat them bad. One Nikisha will say.
That's it. That's it. Thank you, my darling. Jamaica, I start the program in this specific way because I want you guys to see where I'm going. Tap up the screen for me, please.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Morning. Cannot stay here, sir. You have to go. Serious time now. I start the program in this particular way because I want you guys to see exactly what is happening. All of these three women spoke on a matter that has nothing to do with either of them. And with what I shared earlier happening with Cuthbert Flynn ministry and Camina's ministry and Faval's ministry. I want to ask Faval the question this morning. And I want all of my civil servants them step to the front, especially the police officers them. Doctor, teacher, nurses, and fireman, uno in the mix too, you know. Because I want to ask Faval, where she find time to come out and speak about Nikisha Burchell? Yeah? She find the time to come out and speak and address a matter that has nothing to do with her, because up to now we not hear from the gender minister, Babsy Grange, but the finance minister come speak. And I want to ask them and those public sector workers, especially the police officers them this morning, yeah? The meeting one have been scheduling with Favor from last year to now. Monday I come the year middle. Uno have a sit down with a meeting a day schedule yet for sit down with Favor Williams to find out how uno money a go. Police have civil servants me want to ask uno this morning. Has Favor Williams scheduled a day and a time, yeah, to sit with the teachers, the police, the doctor, the nurse, every civil servant was supposed to get them raise up here from last year till now? Has Favor found the time to have a sit down or to schedule a meeting with any of our public sector groups? Eh? No, me want to ask the public sector workers them. Now from last year, uno son of get X amount and uno percent increase. Favor keep on dilly-dally. Can't find the time to come and have the sit down with the public sector workers them. Police officers, they not gonna feel last week right back to this week. Well, me I go take off like the prep. Me now ease up because remember so no do some things where we not really, yeah. So, not feel like say police officers uno then at the good book this morning. But me just want to lift you up little bit. Little bit, you know, because we not too tough. Because la them battle no last week, you know. Police officers them battle no last week, you know. No can't get a break, my friend. No care what no do it coming like you no do nothing. Because the one bad deeds overpower the good deeds. I saw it go. But this morning, me not gonna down too tough. Me come fi talk a little bit about me police officers them. Who no come here? Officer, Favor reach out to no high command and ask to have a sit down with her as yet? Huh? The 7% where Favor propose, say public sector workers are go get. And member say, only not getting the 7% one time. She said, we're not going to get 2% in 1 year, another 2% in the next, another 2%. And I saw it go peace. Public sector workers. Member say, uno, Andrew Olney's target, you know. Member say, uno, yeah, carry the burden of a country. When you know, go start looking at yourself, yeah? And ask the question, how is it that they were able to shut them yaya and raise for them salary by 300%? Yeah? But the 7% want to ask for, not even that you not get the woman say, she will be giving it piece by piece for the next 5 years. I no sit down there and no hug up such utterances. Well, you never agree to it. From last year till now, let me ask you no police, man or woman. Who no have a represent you know? Cause me feel like who the labor, look here now, I believe who the police have a represent them is associated with the Labour Party, you know. Who the hell is representing the constables and the district constables? Because you can't work so hard. And from last year till now, Favor fi come have a sit down with you and Favor afraid fi come have a sit down with you. Why is it that the Minister of Finance is afraid to come and face the police officers and public sector workers? Why is it that Favor Williams are hide from the public sector worker them? Favor the people them want them money. Who no keep on and say them a do good and crime is down. They need to get them money. When them wrong, and we are going to ridicule them and we not top them in them back when they do wrong things. But just like how you can come out and claim say crime is down, and love compare period of last year to this year, and I heal them up in a blaze of glory. No kunu munu no they again, the people them now work for nothing, because them say Andrew Holness get 300%, and no one give them 7% over 5 years time. The people them need to hear from the finance minister. Huh? I'm asking the Jamaica Constabulary Force. I mean, and talk the inspector them and the khaki uniform one them which I feel like them reach. Me I talk the little district constable them where in on a blue bag. Uno we just enter the police force and uno me a chat. Where they end up send out and the gallows. Yes, so they some put on life in a danger. And do all the work. And them cock up in office in a khaki uniform and get praises. Eh? Only now open up on your mouth. Let me ask you something, you flattered man. We say you are a communication specialist. How you reach up in the ranks? How you reach up in the ranks, Dennis? Huh? Dennis Brooks, come here. Because me no understand what they take place in the Jamaica Constabulary Force this morning, you know. Dennis Brooks. Roots, I say you are wasting your time. The police are highly motivated and got full support. Roots, I have 4 brothers who are police officers within the Jamaica Constabulary Force, okay? So even if me not open up my mouth for the whole of them, let me speak for my 4 brothers. Okay? I don't know who send you. Anytime when you see people are beat and teach, so the old tootsie them come present them. Look here, no sir, be a fly on the wall. And don't be seen sometime. Okay? Moving on. Dennis Brooks. How you reach up in the ranks? Because the people in the police force are chat you, you know. The people in the police force are chat you. Because them bring you in as a district constable. District constable, which is the basic as a graduate out of police school. You is a district constable. Now, Dennis Brooks, them promote you to senior superintendent of police. I beg your pardon. See your policy about NNN news today. I don't know when go getting training from, but he reach na the JCF. I mean, know when you just graduate from police school, the basic way to start out is as a constable. Now, so it go. So me want to ask you, Dennis Brooks, how you reach superintendent of police. You broke every stoplight. You come there, come see them and those. Because them a chat you in the police force. Huh? Can you imagine police officer Jamaica, Dennis Brooks, them bringing him in the force, as a district constable, yeah, and then promote him to senior superintendent of police. But the poor district constable them who have many years before Dennis Brooks, them have to go back to school, go train for months. Just to be a constable. Huh? The poor DC police them. If they want to move up in the ranks, the poor thing them have to go back to school for months to train. Just to move from DC to constable. And this dirty man enter the police force as a constable and reach up. Right up to senior superintendent. How you reach up there, sir? How you reach up there, sir? The Jamaica Constabulary Force, them a chat you Dennis Brooks and them not like you because them a say the force is corrupt by the Jamaica Labour Party. Because how you fi come they can't see them and I don't like say you qualified more than them. Eh? And you enter as a DC police come see them. I remember say them did they put in the years of service. And you come they can't see them. Enough of them with 8-9 years as a district constable. And you join them as a district constable. And them shove you gone up to senior superintendent. How you come by the top job, sir? And the poor DC police them, if they ever want to move up in the ranks, them have to go back to police training school for months just to move from point A to point B. But you there point LMNOP. How you reach up there, sir? The police force has been corrupted by the Labour Party. Hence the reason why we see Rocky Mead is now the permanent secretary in Andrew Holness cabinet. You see this a man come head Nara and he was once a police commissioner. These people have corrupted the constabulary force. Huh? Rocky Mead, who responsible for the army, is now the permanent secretary in Andrew office. And Major Anthony Anderson, who was the former commissioner, is now heading NARA. These two individuals who should have never been bought out by neither PNP or JLP, they should be there to help the people of this country. They are both now working for the government in senior role, aligned and faithful to the Jamaica Labour Party. But I want all of you to remember that CMO, you have one vote, as CM where them only have one vote. But I am asking this morning, in this blessed Friday, Favour Williams, when is it that you are going to sit with the police officers, them? And when is it that you are going to set a date and a time to meet with the public servants? Me I represent for the police officers, them as a public servant this morning. They have suffered enough, Favour. And they need their money. Because according to Uno say crying down. So that means that them at work. Separate and aside from the extrajudicial killing, Uno know we beat them the whole of last week, come right down to this week. Make we ease up the gas a little bit off of the police. Make we ease up the gas off of the police them little bit. Tomorrow we can press gas on them. But right now make we ease up the gas. After the police them. Favour, the police them say you have been hiding from them. Now care how they want to have a meeting. Whenever you agree, you postpone the meeting. You send some kunumunu fi come sit with them. We cannot do anything more than listen and take minutes. Each time the police and civil servants set a date and a time to meet with you, you postpone the meeting, you can't find the time. But you take up your blouse and skirt, ballad, self, come trash out. Incidents when you have nothing to do with you, but you take up yourself, come and talk about the member from South St. James. And the police, them, the one side, I say, oh, so she can find all the time to address matters when I have nothing to do with she, but the key matters where she's supposed to have focus on, such as paying attention to the needs and wants of our public servants. She cannot find the time? Okay. Well, the police, them this morning said them fed up, and they're not going to ask you again when you're going to come see them. When is it that you're going to sit with the police, Favour? Me na ask you again, you know, favor. We not going to ask you again. The public sector workers, them, especially the police, they say they not going to ask you again when you are going to come see them. Because to them, you are hiding from them. So, favor, take this as a warning. Take this as a warning. And the 7% which I just say I give them over 5 years' time. Lady, pack up your bullshit. Pack up the bullshit, favor. Who you want to give 2% a year time? The people want them 7% at one go because you shut fear you raise fear 300%. Eh? How is it that favor shut fear yai? She don't care about the collapse of the economy. She shut her yai and raise fear salary 300%. But when it comes on to the hard-working public sector workers, them, she tell about, oh, if we raise it by one sitting, oh, it's going to have major effects on the economy. How is it that raising people's salary 2% are going to collapse the economy, but you raise fear by blouse and skirt 300%? Where they come from? Where you come from? And at them, I them put back in a power. Uno fi suffer. Uno fi suffer. Uno fi suffer. Cause uno we warned. Then tell uno. And uno put them back. Yeah? Uno fi suffer. But I now cuss uno too tough. Because something deep inside of me tell me, say, the people of this country are beginning to wake up. And now cuss them too tough. I feel like them shame enough. And many have come to the realization that they would have made a mistake September 3rd. So I'm asking the public sector workers them, and I am asking the people of Jamaica, we are going to suffer together in this third term. Let us unite and come together and suffer within this third term, and we're going to ride it out together. All right? But Favor Williams, some me get it figure you, and some me present it back to you. You must do better, Favor. You must do better. Don't take up a ministry that is not in your portfolio. You is not the gender minister. And we don't see the gender minister come out, come speak. But them tutor you if you come out, come speak. Time and place. And tap from make the people them twist and turn you in a Andrew cabinet. You are the finance minister, and a finance minister must do what he or she does best and is focusing on the economy. You take up yourself, go and talk about gender and who have responsibility for gender and talk. Tap, make them take you in a pricky. And I want you again in a favor, because the next time the blogging community come out, we know why he say you check into a mental institution again. So do me a beg you, do the right thing and give the public sector workers them 7% increase. And then 1 or 2% this year and 2% next year until for 5 years, then just get them 7%. You lock your yaya raise fee by 300 and I can tell me, say if you raise fee them by 2%, it a go collapse the economy. You think a shit like a dog. Excuse me language. You're rude and feisty, girl. You're rude and feisty, girl. The police, them want them money. Them out there. I fight the old criminal and the old hootie of them. And I put them line for some uno. And you want to raise their salary by 2% in a 1 year and 2%. What make you afraid to come sit down with them? Why are you hiding, Faval? Look here, no lady. Look here, no lady. Oh, you mean 7% are going to come mash up the economy? So when they did raise fear by 300%, it never dent the economy? Huh? It never dent the economy when they raise fear 300%. But now that's the public sector workers them a tarnish you for their money. It a go collapse the economy and no one collapse your body this morning, you know, woman. Cause next thing you go, you say we no love woman and we sexist and we this. No make her drag you no more. Eh? Keith Blake, she's not hiding. So if she not hide, where she there? Why is it that every time the police set a meeting from last year till now, she postpone it? From last year, June, the police federation have been setting date and time to sit with Faval, and every time the day comes, she postpone it. We are now in another year. June, I come catch her again, and up to now, she not sit down with the police them. But you come and tell me, so she's not hiding? And Keith Blake? So if she not hiding, where she there? Why she don't come out and speak? Why she don't come speak? Or since as if she's not hiding, why you not send go call her to come and speak? Since she's not hiding. The woman is in hiding. She only show up when she wants to. She come in like a Juliet Holness. Only come at parliament when she want to come preside over her man affairs. Look here now, I want to bust up the things them, you know, make a move on to me next topic. The class are go nice, Jamaica. Class are go nice. Can you imagine? Pull up. Jamaica. The Prime Minister say the Jamaica Defense Force and ADPEM to get some of the donation money to replenish the emergency building supplies that are now depleted during post-Hurricane Melissa recovery efforts. The Prime Minister made such announcements over there in Brompton, Lewistown, in St. Elizabeth. And me kind of confused because isn't the money where the people them donate is to help the hurricane victims? Eh? Isn't the money where people donate is to help the hurricane victims? So how is it that Andrea can tell we? So the ADPEM supplies have been depleted. So let me ask you something, Andrew. Did the people who donate or contribute their money, the people who went to the concert them, to give and donate their money, did they give that money to replenish ADPEM? Or did they give their money to assist the people immediately? I want to, you notice how me calm? I am very calm, you know, because I want to ask the questions. Andrew, you say the people them donation money will be going to JDF and ADPEM because according to you, yeah? The emergency building supplies have been depleted from ADPEM since the hurricane. Jamaica, what Andrew Holness is telling us this afternoon is that the country is broke, you know. Shanla, what you say them over Brompton, over that side, they are flight green people, them. Okay. Uno ask yourself, why make none of the labor rights them not come out, the labor right MP them can come out and say, then constituency people them a suffer? What if you don't notice, you know, it's only Zulika Jess, Nikisha Burchell, Dayton Campbell, Dwayne Vaz, the two women them in a Hanover. It's only the PNP them a make nice, you know, and I come out and I advocate on the behalf of the people who are suffering post Melissa and then constituent. Only I realize that none of the labor right MP them, none of them no come out, come say, oh, them people are suffer. You know why? I dare one of them to come out, come tell Andrew, say, why you depend? Cause the people them are suffer, we no see nothing go. I dare one of the labor right MP them to come out, come speak. When the principal man in a Northwest St. Elizabeth name, we take over the seat from J.C. Hutchinson. How we not hear him and film constituency? I hear say he coming like a one time bomb drop up there. How you not hear him come out? You never hear Floyd Green come out, come say, Andrew, things not look good in my area, you know, where you depend. Such man come and tell me what is true. I'm going to send you a request, all right, my friend? Such man, good morning. Jump up in the box 1 second, please, and come and tell me what is true. All right? Why you can't tell me what is true, such man? You're there work. You're there work, but you comment? Okay, you're not going to comment back over here, all right? Don't comment back over here. Yes. Remain in the comment section and listen now. You're going to tell me what I am saying is not true. And I'm asking you to come and tell me what is true. But you are at work. But you can find time at work to tell me what I'm saying is not true. Stay out of the comments now. Students, what Andrew Holness is saying right now, you know, is that the country is broke. Yeah? I won't name Keith. Better angle and bangle the comment section for me now, please. The country is broke, you know. Guidance on me. What you say I must beat and teach them, that I will do. You know, give me the mandate to beat and teach them, I will carry out the mandate on this platform. The country is broke, Jamaica. All Andrew Holness I do now, you know. The man a look and see say the hurricane season start come Monday, you know. So you know what that mean? He have to now try to funnel back some money into ad payment. Where the people them there and the students them when me teach over these months. Only I realize Jamaica say Andrew are telling us that the country broke. How the backside you go come tell me say the resources of ADPEM have been depleted. So my $1.4 billion donation when me send go give the poor and destitute, you go tell me say ADPEM need to be replenished. So my money I go towards ADPEM. Me did tell you say me want you send my money to ADPEM. Jamaica people. Oh, no, hear Andrew Holness telling you this morning. Eh? Say ADPEM resources have been depleted. So, all right, Andrew, make we give the benefit of the doubt. ADPEM resources have been depleted. Me want you to tell the people of Jamaica what happened to the real-time online JamaicaGov.jm website where you say everything I go spread out so we know how much money come in and what went here and there, and you can do the checks and balance, because since as ADPEM resources depleted and done, how we not see it on the real-time website where you say you create, so we can say, all right, we see where the things them are go. Everybody just in the dark and you still a collect. As since yesterday, me see all the United States send one another 2.5 million US dollar con give you. Eh? Me not see that update on the website where you see I go be updated in real time. So how we not see one tally of the money them where you get, Andrew? Huh? And yesterday him get one of the 2.5 million US dollar from America. And we not see the online portal where have update. We not see shake. We not see budge. We not see the needle tilt one side. We say more money coming in. Eh? But what I do know, Jamaica, Andrew Holness is operating as if the country is broke. Because you cannot tell me, Jamaica, yeah, that Monday coming is the start of the new hurricane season. That ODPEM has the responsible function to carry out within this hurricane season. And if you know idiot, me know me no idiot, you know. Why Andrew go in at the $1.4 billion donation to replenish ODPEM is because Andrew knows that come Monday is the start of the hurricane season. And ODPEM has nothing. And Andrew Holness is trying to funnel back some money into ODPEM that he and his cabinet, yeah, have squandered. And up to now, 8 months later, not one blouse and skirt house Andrew Holness delivered to the people of this country after the hurricane. Eh? Andrew Holness have depleted the resources of ODPEM, and I come tell me that he's going to use the donation to replenish ODPEM. So why you use ODPEM money to Andrew? If ODPEM resources and supplies have been depleted, and you are going to take the people them donation money to put back and replenish ODPEM, how we not see what ODPEM has done with those supplies that was assigned to ODPEM? Can we not see it? We not see where the resources where ODPEM did previously have. We not see nobody get no house. We don't see nobody house stop a fix. We not see nothing go on. People still look up in the sky. And you are going to tell me, say you are going to replenish ODPEM with the people their money? Remember the man did one, and say if you no ever want to help the people of this country, do not put the money in Andrew Holness hand. Remember the man did declare it and tell CNN News, you know. As he come happen in Jamaica, I am going to show you how the Jamaica Labour Party continue to be wicked and cruel, and they are the weapon farm against progress in Jamaica. Can you imagine Jamaica? Minister Pernell Charles, yeah? His ministry came to the parliament. And the permanent secretary, yes, made a revelation that up to now, every minute me have to go toilet, because me can't catch myself, all I know. The permanent secretary in the Ministry of Labor and Social Security, what's she name? Miss Diane Jennings, come here, miss. Diane Jennings, oh! Come here, Diane. Jamaica. The 28 PNP MPs, I want to say good morning to all of them. I mean, I want you nothing from some you know, come in, know what the PNP, the People's National Party 28 MPs are doing a superb job. Some of you feel lift up. Some of you feel lift up. You know want PNP if you broke stoplight like they in a government. Leave the good opposition. Their duty is to hold the government accountable, and that is exactly what they are doing. Because had it not been for the member for Southeast St. Catherine, Portmore people, good morning. Had it not been for the honorable member for Southeast St. Catherine, we would have never known what they got in the country yesterday. Jamaica people. Only na hear Dr. Dawes asked the permanent secretary, the Ministry of Labour, what is happening with the solidarity money? $1 billion allocated, to help people whose business have suffered post Melissa, and $1 billion was allocated to help poor people set up back them business. And let me tell you something, Jamaica, the permanent secretary opened up her mouth yesterday. And Jesus Christ, you know what? Hear what the woman tell the country. Jamaica, when I hear Diane Jennings, the permanent secretary of the Ministry of Labour, tell the people, say, out of the $1 billion allocated to help the poor and destitute, 770 million return to the nation's coffers to pay down Jamaica debt. Me say me shame. I shame like a dog to be a Jamaican this morning. What make people can wicked so? Jamaica, me say $1 billion allocated to help the poor and destitute. And the government of Jamaica set up the system in a way so that 770 million was not able to be spent and give to the people. And the blouse and skirt woman I go come tell you and I yesterday that the $770 million will be used to pay down Jamaica's debt that they have created. Almighty God, we are suffer. Jamaica, I don't want to tell no lie for nobody, So, make I draw for me archives so that the people who are listening can know, say, when them come at Dre Brian, he might get the truth and facts. My people, I want you to listen carefully to what the permanent secretary had to say about the solidarity program. Listen, Jamaica. Listen carefully.
We have examined.
Listen carefully.
I'm pleased to report that I have seen improvements.
Hold on, the Andrew. Oh, you come by here, so. Just a second, the people. Let me get this correct. Please. Let me get this correct.
We have examined pre-built, containerized modular solutions. And we have settled in our minds that this is appropriate for the Jamaican situation that we now have. There are different types, different versions.
Anna Diane Jennings, now Andrew Vice that. I beg your pardon. Listen to the permanent secretary Jamaica. I want she tell we what become our $1 billion where we use, say we are going to help the poor and destitute.
The money there sitting, well, the truth is that, we have many of our constituents calling us night and day asking when are they going to get their grants.
Okay, so we're at the end of a financial year. So the monies would have been returned. Monies unspent would have been returned for debt reduction. And as I indicated to you, Chair and members, that we have the 11,521 persons who would have been approved for payment. And that represented the 230.4 million.
Me want play it again, so you can hear it, what the woman say. You know, here the People's National Party, Dr. Dawes asked the woman what happened to the balance of the money, because if 1 billion was allocated and only spend X amount and keep back the majority, 770 million. So why not go use the 770 million and do? And the woman said the 770 million have to go return to the nation coffers to help pay down the debt of the country. Listen good.
The money there sitting. Well, the truth is that, we have many of our constituents calling us night and day asking when are they going to get their grants.
Okay, so we're at the end of a financial year. So the monies would have been returned. Monies unspent would have been returned for debt reduction. And as I indicated to you, Chair and members, that we have the 11,521 persons who would have been approved for payment, and that represented the 230.4 million.
Hey, make a minimize my screen. Yes, my people, sorry about that. You can't see everything. Can't see every wording what a man they say. You can't see everything on the screen now, because a while ago it did come up big. Perfect, you see. Colonel Charles come reject what was in the newspaper story, claiming that it pocketed the solidarity program money. So let me ask you something. Because Diane Jennings are your permanent secretary and you are the minister. I wonder if Jamaica see the role of a permanent secretary. The permanent secretary is there not to pick any side, if the PNP win a morning, yeah, the permanent secretary is the one that will still work with the PNP. And she's the same one that will remain. She's permanent. That is why sometimes it is often said that permanent secretary even bigger than the member of parliament. Uno hear say go back to the government, which means them put it back in a them pocket. No, so how the minister and secretary can tell me? So what tell we the lie? I mean, I feel Diane Jennings that tell me the lie. Me feel that dirty man they tell me lie, because he has a track record of lying. See about the pooper, the dirty and lion thief. I saw the sister called liar, wicked and bad and thief. So we know that the brother is equally liar, wicked and bad and thief. The generation of the Charles are known to be liars. I rather to believe how is it that the minister, the permanent secretary put on the record in parliament? You not hear it for yourself. The permanent secretary said the 770 million are going to return to the nation's coffers. To do what? To pay down the nation's debt. So if the money return back to the government, where the money go back? No, in the pocket of the government. Come on, no somebody. So how the man come out and I say a lie? If the money is returned to pay down the nation's debt, and it has returned to the government. Now in the past, come tell we something different. Jamaica. We have to wake up and see what is happening. 20 minutes to the hour of 12 noon. Don't forget that we get out of here a little early today. I have to wrap up by 12. A few months ago, and he will be laid to rest tomorrow. And I have to set some things in order for tomorrow. And so I have to wrap up at 12 noon instead of my usual 1 p.m. And I hope everybody understands. Thank you, Trems. Thank you, Chico. He was living abroad, so I don't really know much about him more than I talk to him on the phone. And how some families stay, like you're there abroad with a year, so it's not like there was a bond to say me a ball, me and we have to do what we have to do. So I have to get out of here a little early to put some things in place for tomorrow. Jamaica. Something is happening where it is now becoming a pattern. Coming out to ridicule the People's National Party because the PNP asked some questions. Known that Major General is a patriotic Jamaican who has offered crucial service across administrations, including when he served as Chief of Defense Staff of the JDF for the majority of the duration of his tenure. The PNP attempt to cast aspersions upon the role of NARA's CEO is more Fitz Henley. What you know about unbecoming? Huh? Jamaica. Let me remind you that this is the and at the University Hospital of the West Indies. Let us not be fooled by them. Yeah? The fiasco is a scheme. It is just for the record to say that they follow protocol. I wonder if you know hear what me say. All what you see them go through this rigmarole about them collect 100 and add up. But I'm going to explain what will happen when NARA rolls out. Where, yeah, that the way in which NARA in its current form, despite they now voted for it to become law and it has been sanctioned by the Governor General. The issue now, Jamaica, is accountability. And you know, when it comes on to accountability, the track record of the Labour Party is very poor. When it comes on to the auditing Team Jamaica and the provisions that the Jamaica Labour Party claim they put in place for oversight and accountability. When you look at the breakdown of what exists today to preside over NARA's accountability, this is a recipe for disaster. Jamaica, are you aware, that the person who is there to audit NARA to see that everything goes as planned, to hold them to account? Are you aware that it is the Prime Minister's cabinet that approves the auditor? I'm going to repeat it again. Are you aware that the Prime Minister's cabinet is the one that approves the auditor to audit NARA? In addition, it is the Prime Minister Cabinet Secretary that chooses the auditor. Huh? Jamaica. The Labour Party creates the impression that Parliament, quote unquote, came together with this setup. Parliament, remember that Parliament does not consist of the government alone. Parliament is a collective of the governing side and the opposition side. Parliament in its entirety did not agree with this mess. And that is the message that they are putting out there, The individual who is responsible to audit NARA when it is rolled out, that individual will be selected by who? The Prime Minister's cabinet. In addition, the auditor will be approved and selected by the Prime Minister's cabinet secretary. So even though them are going to tell you some cock and bull story about, we have Jamrock, which is another body, oversight body, to oversee NARA. Yes? Jamaica. Jamrock has no authority to command information from the CEO of NARA. The CEO of NARA, Anthony Anderson, will give Jamrock whatever information he feels to give Jamrock. And that is the oversight body and the auditor that the Jamaica Labour Party put in place to hold them accountable. I wonder if you don't hear me. I wonder if you don't hear me. They are telling us that Parliament select the auditor. But let me remind you that Parliament comprises of the opposition and the government. And at no point in time did the opposition sanction the approval of this for them to drag Parliament. Parliament have a lot to do with the opposition members, and the opposition members did not agree with this. Jamaica. The Prime Minister's cabinet secretary, is she chose the auditor to audit NARA? It is also the Prime Minister's cabinet, which means the 18 ministers them, the Minister of Health, the Minister of Education, the Minister of Industry, Commerce, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, all of them, the 18 of them, sit down in the cabinet room and choose who they want to be that person to audit. Nara. In addition to the 18 of them that chooses the auditor, the Prime Minister Secretary, the Cabinet Secretary, chooses the auditor after a collective effort by all the cabinet members. So you see what the Labour Party has created. Yeah? The opposition has nothing to do with who is going to audit. Nara, you know. Separate and aside from our institutions like the Auditor General, the Integrity Commission. However, Nara has its own CEO. That CEO, according to the law, because Nara is no longer a bill, it has now turned into law. So it has been gazetted. It has go roll out. However, the oversight where them claim them put in place for checks and balances has now created a recipe for disaster. You cannot tell me, Jamaica, that you are putting a mechanism in place for accountability and at the same thief and criminal them you put to oversee the entire process. Huh? I don't want nobody feel like say a lie me I tell you no. The cabinet ministries of them select the auditor. And the Prime Minister Secretary for the cabinet had the final say. So whatever the 18 of them in the cabinet propose, the cabinet secretary who has the final say who to select sanction what them tell her to say. And when they done, they want to make it seems like Parliament approves. Parliament have to do with the opposition and the government. The opposition has nothing to do with this process. So how them are going to put it out there? Say Parliament approves auditor to preside over Nara. The opposition has no shape or form, have nothing to do with the selection of this auditor. Well, I want you to listen to the senator and what the senator have to say. He was sitting with Dion Jackson Miller. Listen carefully, Jamaica, because me know when me talk on see a lie me I tell. Listen to the proof.
Let's talk about the provisions that they have made in the law for accountability. An external audit. They have said that an external auditor would be required to assess the books and provide a report to Parliament. Who appoints the external auditor? The external auditor is appointed by, originally in the first edition of the bill, it was appointed by the CEO, and they adjusted that. The external auditor, according to the law now, is appointed by the Cabinet Secretary and with the approval of Cabinet. The Prime Minister's Cabinet approves the external auditor. The Prime Minister's Cabinet Secretary chooses the external auditor. What we had identified, we said that doesn't lend itself to true accountability and the selection of who we think an auditor who would be completely unbiased. What civil society recommended and your position recommended as well is that the Auditor General appoint an external auditor, or that there be a functional audit committee within NARA, and the Auditor General's representatives sit on that committee and support the appointment of an external auditor. That has not been done. With respect to Jamrock, Jamrock has no legal recognition in law. It has no authority to command information from NARA. Jamrock, in essence, can function at the women fancy, or information can be provided to Jamrock at the women fancy of the CEO.
You hear it for yourself? You hear it for yourself? The same Jamrock oversight body where the Labour Party claims that them put in place for oversight and checks and balance. They have no legal remit to question the CEO. The CEO tells Jamrock what it needs to know. That is the recipe for not only corruption, but a disaster that is ahead. Jamaica, this is nothing short of a disgrace that is about to come upon us. Manage. Thank you, Kamiana. Big up yourself. Appreciate all the gifters. Thank you, guys. I would love to achieve my life goal this blessed Friday. Anybody else can chip in. God bless you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It has been an awesome show this morning. I want to thank each and every the week has ended. Speaking about the ending of the week, today on the 29th, big up yourself, Melorific. Today on the 29th, not today, them say the court are going to rule whether or not the FLA something for table. I mean, I hear nothing from NNN. From your NNN, you know, say something not right in the courthouse. Hey, judgment. Today on the 29th, now today the court said them are going to rule upon the FLA filing of the report. From morning, me not hear Judge Davis mouth pan NNN. And when I hear say them quiet, so you know say something and good for them in the courthouse. Hey! When I tell you, say it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend. Not a parliament then keep this week because they want to suppress or spin the narrative. Well, I have confidence in the courthouse. Courthouse no want, courthouse and no bumbo. Excuse me language. Courthouse them want, courthouse they have gotten. I don't hear a word from Judge Davis. Huh? Not a word from Judge Davis. I could have gone up there up the 11th step. Because if I were anything bad, you know, if it was anything bad to ridicule the PNP, yeah? Only that see them plastered from morning. Today is the 29th. The president come out strong. Can't say them I go wait until. Judge Davis was very adamant. Judge Davis paid the narrative from Monday. How whoever they on the Integrity Commission can't wait. Mark Golding can't wait. Why them are asking the report for table? And now the 7th of what? This from the 7th of May, they are aware that the court is going to table or make a recommendation on the 29th. So why is it that Mark Golding and the Integrity Commissioner asked for the tabling? Why make them can't wait till the 29th? Well, today is the 29th and in done miggle. The day done miggle. And we not hear a word from Judge. What could I not cast the whole up in the courthouse? Something that go go Jamaica for the Labour Party. Something not go good KK. Because me see Judge Davis come out Monday. Yeah? And him a ridicule and him a chop. And him a class the opposition how we can wait. Yeah? And how the court said they're going to make a ruling on the 29th. What make the Integrity Commission can't wait? How the Integrity Commission have completed the job and them send them job to the Parliament. And the Integrity Commission and the opposition cannot force to table a report. And the court this, and we must wait. We have waited. And the moment have arrived. And once again, Jamaica, the spotlight is on the opposition. And the spotlight will forever be on the opposition because they stand for principle and integrity. Downside hustle, grandma. We are waiting patiently the outcome of what the court decide. Yeah? If I want anything good, Judge Davis and Cliff Hughes would have done bust it from morning. We don't hear a word. And today is the 29th. Okay? Today is the 29th lifeline. How are they gonna get the courthouse to the Labour Party? And I'm telling you, anyhow the court rule, say the FLA report figure table, I done it done for the Labour rights them. Jamaica, what me say if the court ever rule in favor, say the report must be tabled. I done it done. Me say we know what. Me say the Labour right them figure hang their head in a shame. Jamaica, me say anyhow the court rule, say Parliament figure table the report. We demand the resignation of Andrew's wife because she would have caused the entire Parliament to look like Kunumunu. The pressure lifeline is getting worse. When you say, Carol, you feel say big money I go spend, me no think they judge them so that compromise. Me no feel say they judge them that compromise. They could have run money so till. Jamaica, something is brewing. Why up to noon? Nothing is said about the tabling, despite the court say they will make a judgment on the 29th. Well, Almighty God will leave everything into your hands, and you know all that is best. Sparky, we wait patiently. My lovely students, I love you. I want to thank you guys so much for the love and the support. Let us continue to look out one for another, and let us continue to champion the message of the People's National Party, because it is evident that whenever Jamaica is at a crossroads, it is the People's National Party always that come to the rescue. Jamaica, the word is love. Take care, be safe, and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Blessings every time. The word is love, Jamaica.